guys, welcome to the channel. We are here at Rocky Top Diesel 6 in Crossville, Tennessee. Have run into a friend, Bobby Hill, and he's got one bad third gen. I know I showed you a few of them, but this one is one to see and can't let it get by. Bobby, brother, man, how you doing?
What's up, man? Doing good, enjoying the racing out here. Man,
so I don't know where to get started on this thing. Let's look at the exterior of it. I mean, it is gorgeous. So it's an 06, is that right?
Correct, yeah, 06.
So let's get started on it, dude. I love to send it on the filter down there.
Yeah.
Air Dog filters on it, fuel system. I mean, give me a breakdown, brother. I mean, this thing has loads of power. What are you making under the hood?
It does. It's a little under 1,000 rear wheel right now on the truck. It's got a single forced inductions, 472 on it, some 250 overs, dual pumps. You know, nothing crazy set up, but just everything works good. You know, the truck gets driven almost daily.
So you daily this?
Pretty much daily.
It's not a trailer queen. Okay, yeah, that's a truck now.
Full interior. I mean, it's a Laramie truck, so it's heated seats. It's got a full stereo system in it.
Talk about doing it right.
Yeah, full AC in the truck. So I mean, it's like I said, I don't tow with the truck, but other than that, it gets drove everywhere.
Now I noticed you had the painted front bumpers. Is this a sport package on this?
This was the Laramie trucks come with that. I did replace the headlights and the bumper. When I bought the truck, it had some damages to the front end, so I replaced it. But that's all OEM how it would be. And
now how long have you had it? You said you bought it used.
I bought it used June 1st last year. It was 100% stock. I mean, didn't even have window tint. Bought it from an older gentleman, and he had actually passed away, and so I bought it through his family. And we started on it probably a week or two after I tore it down. Went through with the help of, you know, Suncoast, and a lot of guys come through and help me with all the parts, and got it built, and actually kind of debuted it last year here, and was still kind of working out some bugs on it. It did okay, but wasn't exactly what we wanted, and we went through last year and had a lot of fun with it. We made it to a lot of the races in it, and drove it a lot. I mean, I live 40 miles west of Nashville. We drove it from my house with a golf cart in the bed, drove it to Rudy's last year in the fall.
Rudy's out in North Carolina, so it's a little hop and a skip from here.
It was 620 miles one way from my driveway. So I drove it there, raced all weekend, loaded the golf cart in bed, drove home. I mean, we had
and for those of you that don't know, my first time seeing this truck was around this time last year when I really first started following the ODSS series and figuring out what this channel was what I was gonna do with it. I'm still confused, but it's working for me. But if you're curious to see what my first diesel vlog was, and it was hideous, but I'll put the link above right now. Check it out if you're curious. If not, keep going. I mean, this truck here is something fierce. A lot happening, but let's walk around it and point out some things that you can for me on this. I mean, gorgeous wheels.
Yeah, I just put them on Thursday evening. They're the RVP, they're Ford Series. They're 22 by 12 Thunder wheels. I went with some Toyo Proxes 305/40 22s. So I'm pretty happy with them. I didn't know exactly, you know, it being a new wheel, I hadn't really seen any before, so I figured I'd take a chance on them. But I've been pleased with them. I like the looks of them. You know, good weight. They're not heavy. So the exterior, I need to do some stuff to the truck. I've got a roll pan already painted, ready to go on it. You know, little nitpicky.
I mean, for your daily, I mean, I'm just so impressed.
Yeah.
Now your turn up here, this is just for the track, right?
Yes, just for the track. Okay. Yeah, I put it on this morning when we got here, and just to keep, you know, the truck's kind of smoky, so just to keep the smoke up in the air and keep it from getting on the track. And
I'm gonna show you some clips in a little bit. This thing, yeah, it'll black you out, but yeah, it comes with it. I guess let's jump to the motor here. I see, of course, it says 770 on the window, so that's the class we're running in today, right?
770.
Okay.
The truck, I'm kind of struggling right now getting the truck to slow down enough to run that number. It almost makes a little too much power, but I don't have all the chassis and the cage certification to go any faster. So,
now, when you say cage certification and stuff, how does that work out?
So anything technically over a 750, you're supposed to have at least a roll bar, and then the faster you go, of course, you got to have more certs. So then it goes into a 6-point cage, and then you're supposed to have drive shaft loops and things of that nature, which is good safety when you're going that fast. But on this truck, like I said, it being a daily driven truck, I don't want it to do all that, you know. And like I said, it's something we go out to dinner in all the time, you know, go pick up parts, and like I said, we really enjoy the truck. But
very cool. Now, not to cut you off here, but I have to get so excited looking at this stuff.
Right.
I see here, of course, it says dual fueler on there. So for those that don't know, give us a breakdown of what the dual fueler is.
Okay, so this is a secondary injection pump. So I went through this. This is a PPE kit. This is a Duramax LBZ, a brand new Bosch LBZ pump up top. I'm still running the stock 5.9 pump on the bottom. It's got a set of 250 over S&S injectors, Manton push rods, Manton valve springs, ARP 625 head studs. Went ahead and went through and did all D&J billet freeze plugs in the block. It's got a Fleece coolant bypass system on it, Fleece second gen swap, Steed Speed T4 manifold. It's got a forced inductions, one of their Gangster S472 8790 turbos. So it's a very, very fun turbo. It's a good street charger, but then it comes on and makes really good power. Went through and did dual Flexolite electric fans to kind of keep the truck running a little cooler. Went through with a BD intercooler, so it's got a real big fat BD intercooler. It helped out a lot on coming up on boost. And other than that, you know, basically the engine is, you know, the engine's bone stock. The head's never even been off this truck. Like I said, I bought it last year. It was bone stock. Never even had a tuner on it.
Now, what kind of power are you seeing with this? Of course, you mentioned tuner and stuff. Of course, come to expect with the year truck.
Right. So
what tuner do you have, and what is it capable of doing?
So we had Ryan Milliken at Hardway Performance dyno tune it for me last year. It was actually Friday, July the 13th. I had finished the truck
just over a year ago. Yeah,
I finished the truck 6 p.m. of July the 12th, so the day before. I loaded on the trailer. We drove all night, got to Hardway the next morning.
Hardway, that's down in Florida, right?
It is.
Yeah,
it was about
an
8 hours. It was about an 8-hour drive. So we got there. We was in their parking lot when they opened. But we went through, and at the time I was running a little smaller injector setup, and like I said, the truck exterior then was completely stock. I, like I said, just got all the motor stuff done. Didn't have a window tint when we dynoed it, but it did about 950 on the big tune. So we started out, I think tune 1 was right at 700, and then obviously went up in increments through the CSP5 settings. But we got it done, and like I said, I drove it probably 4 or 5 miles before we went through all the dyno tuning, and Ryan went through and got everything dialed in for us, and then we ended up staying a couple days down in Florida, and we went from, Ryan's in Fort Walton area, so he's about an hour and a half from Panama. So me and some buddies, we went over to Panama and ate, and we drove the truck around, and I've just been having a blast with it ever since. So
and you have your own shop. What do you do in your shop there?
So just a little bit of everything between, you know, diesel performance. That's what I like to, you know, kind of specialize in, but there's only, you know, sort of a limited market.
And this is something you do for the public now?
It is for the public. Okay. So I worked at a Chevy dealership, a local dealership there for a few years, and kind of just did this as a hobby.
Okay.
And kind of got to where I had so much work that you know, it was either I had to, you know, stay with a daily job or start out on my own. So I've been blessed. I've been very busy.
Well, good for you.
So, but yeah, built a couple other trucks that are here that have been competing this weekend, and
so they say, you know, do what you love, you never work a day in your life. How do you feel about that?
It's true. There's days that's stressful, you know, something, you know, it never fails when I get in the middle of something, somebody will call and they're broke down, so you're trying to go help everybody out. So there's days that, you know, I may work from 7 to 10, and then there's other days that, you know, if you got a slack day, you can kind of go and do some stuff. But like I said, I've definitely been blessed the last year or so to have been just almost too busy.
Now, so today, of course, we've done 2 qualification runs. Is that right? What all have you done so far?
Okay, so on the first pass, I tried to run on my Tune 2. Got out, left about 12, 13 pounds, which is normally where I leave. And I could tell on the big end it was running a little too fast, but I wanted to kind of see where I was at. So I ran a 754 there. So we come back on the second pass. I said, well, I'm just going to leave on Tune 1, run it all the way out. So left on Tune 1, left kind of moderate, same way, probably 12, 13 pounds, nothing crazy. And it ran a 789. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think next pass out, I'm going to leave on Tune 1 again, but try to leave a little harder, maybe 14, 15 pounds. And I think I should be able to get that, you know, couple tenths faster that I need to go to run that 770 mark. So
are you still able to do more runs before Elim start, or is the next one go
next
into
one's going to be elimination.
Okay,
yeah,
good,
next one's
good.
elimination. And they said that, you know, that there's so many people running 770 that they're going to go through, and they're not really going to do a bracket until we get down to 16 trucks.
Okay.
So it's kind of going to be, you know, you pair up with whoever wins, that goes on the next round. Then when they get down to the bottom 16, that's when they're going to do the brackets there on you know, pairing people up. So but it's been a really good day. It's a, you know, beautiful day for racing. It's warm, but it's not miserable like it was last year. Last year was just it was crazy.
Yeah, low 80s today, so yeah, not too terribly bad.
Right.
Bobby, if someone, you know, in the Middle Tennessee area, ideally, if they needed a diesel mechanical resource, how can folks get in touch with you?
So on that, they can go through on Facebook, Daniel Hargrove, look me up, send me a message.
Okay.
I need to go through and kind of, you know, go through and do some advertising, but like I said, I've been blessed enough to have been so busy that I haven't had the time or the need to do it.
For sure.
It is.
And guys, I'll put his information below so you can find it there. Daniel Hargrove's his name is what he's listed under, but I'll put the link below. So super easy to find him. Just go below it and check him out there. Loads of stuff. Going to show his qualifying runs and elimination stuff to follow. But super cool truck, man. Excited to see how you do coming on. Great to see you
Appreciate
again.
It. Yes, sir. You too. It's always a blast.
Guys, if you enjoy seeing stuff like this, please hit the like button, smash that subscribe button. Yeah, smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Stay tuned, guys. More to come. Look at these guys. If y'all remember them, we went and did a video of them in Clarksville. What was it, Clarksville?
Clarksville, yes, sir. Yep.
If y'all have not seen that video, check it out above right now. Go give it a like up there. There it is.
They got fresh Gatorade here.
Fresh Gatorade to go around.
By the tent, we got cold beer, Gatorade, water.
I'm not drinking anything.
Catch a free ride.
Bobby.
What's up, bro?
My man,
What's going on,
dude.
man?
So,
How you doing?
Dude, great day of racing, man. I enjoyed it.
Has been a blast. It's been a blast.
And,
It's been hot, but it's been beautiful weather.
Well,
so.
shoot, yes. So overall, man, I got some great footage of you. What do you think about your performance and how the truck worked out?
The truck did good. We did great in the right lane today. For some reason, the left lane just didn't have us today. So every time, I made a couple passes and the truck just tried to spin. So I tried to back out of it power wise, and it still just spun a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see what we'll see what everything holds. So I'm probably going to have to change wheel and tire setup, go to a little stickier tire, and see if I can get it to kind of hook a little better. But other than that, man, had to race Devin, who ended up winning, 770s. So
yeah, doing something right. No, shoot,
can't be mad at that. I mean, he's a great racer, and so overall was a great day and had a blast. And now I'm able to drink some beer, so always a good day.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. It's great seeing you run.
Sir. You too, man.
And guys, I hope you enjoyed the video stuff. If you did, like it, subscribe, share if you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Until the next one, we'll see you then.